not hundreds of people.
Yes, we are recording.
We
So,
are recording.
welcome,
Okay.
welcome to the combined forces of home trails. Oh, here he is. He's back. Robin's back. Right. So, what I was saying was, welcome to the combined forces of home trails, Run Ultra, and the running accountant. So, Kate, Alan, and Robin. Robin? Who's Robin? Robin.
Robin,
Robin, yeah,
Robin.
Robin. He's
Robin
Robin
Island.
been robbing all of those podcasting equipment and sold them. So sorry, Robin. We started recording because I just thought we may as well just get on with it.
Yeah.
Fine, who needs my opinion? It doesn't matter, does it?
Well, you're like the spreadsheet man though, so we're kind of like relying on your knowledge. So I've just put in the chat. I've just put in I'd reordered. I know you've seen it anyway. I reordered the categories just
Hmm.
so it like ends with trail slash ultra runner of the year and just moved it around a little bit. I don't know why that order made more sense to me, if that's okay.
That's
Um,
fine.
but I just thought, Robin, because you've got you'll obviously have on hands who won everything last year. So do you want to just briefly sort of go
Good
through
idea. Yeah.
who won what last year, um, etc. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So we'll start with in the order it was posted. So we had Jasmine Paris for Ultra Runner of the Year. She also won Outstanding Performance of the Year, and that's something I would kind of like to review in this call and see what people think.
Yeah.
We also had FKT Round of the Year, which went to Tara Dower, which I suppose is maybe a little bit controversial with it not being in the UK. Again, maybe we
Mm,
can decide more about that
yeah.
on the call. Lifetime contribution was Nikki Spinks. Up and coming, where after some deliberation, was Caspian James. Photographer of the year, David Miller, because he was present at Barclays. So how could he lose?
Yeah.
And had some of the most memorable photos I think we've ever seen. Best grassroots race company was Rasselbach.
But
Podcast of the year was Tea and Trails, and we had international runner of the year was Jim Wormsley
yeah.
because
Brilliant.
he won loads of stuff that year.
All
Yeah.
worthy champions.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So do we talk about the mistakes we made last year, or are we just moving on from that and we're just gonna? I think we've kind of learned from things that we didn't quite get right last year. So
What?
I think without dragging up the past, so I think the conclusion we kind of come to now, isn't it, is that rather than us coming up with nominees and putting them out there and people picking from them, people deciding that they were the wrong people sort of taking umbrage with it. We're just this year we're just going to put the categories out there and
Mhm.
let everybody just literally put whatever they want on, and then when they come in, we'll then sift through them and obviously just see who the
Count the
majority
votes.
people are. Count the votes and just decide, and basically we'll get ultimate authority over it because when you got situations like for like best podcast where you got like the big boys like mass descending on it to get the votes, so which was good, and then I thought that was great that they did that. We probably will still have the final say on stuff because if people have gone on a bit of a campaign to, but then maybe fair enough, maybe I don't know. What do you guys think about that kind of thing?
Well, I think if someone goes on a campaign and then the numbers will do the talking, won't they? We're not going to be,
Yeah,
we only need to step in if there's a tie over a
yeah,
particular category, don't
yeah,
we?
yeah.
And then there's three of us, and then we argue, and it's two against one. I think
if
that's
people
fair.
have got yeah, if people have got enough fans to
Yeah,
sway the story, then they deserve the credit. They've
yeah.
Vote for Run Ultra. Vote for Run Ultra.
Other podcasts are also available.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Well, I must
Shameless.
admit, I think, yeah. I mean, we didn't plug it at all last year.
No, we
And
kept ours. We kept ours. Did we
I
keep
think
ours out? Did we keep ours out of it last year? I don't know what we did.
no,
No,
no, we
no,
did.
we
They
shoved
were
them
in.
straight into the top five,
They were in.
obviously.
I mean, I wonder if we should, yeah, we should, what's the polite word? Remove ourselves,
Remove
rescind
ourselves.
ourselves,
Abstain.
abstain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
Yes,
Uh,
enough.
I think that would be wise. And
or
then nobody
perhaps,
gets hurt here
yeah,
within the panel,
yeah.
It's
although we
very
did
true.
come second.
Um, so I think what I thought that we could sort of do is, and I don't know whether you guys have thought this, with sort of doing a bit of homework. I just sort of maybe talk about what we sort of feel has been great from the year. We don't specifically have to talk about necessarily go through the list yet, but I thought like just give like a brief like sort of quick chat about what we think's been good from the year. So I don't mind going first, just because I sort of dropped this on you, and I don't know how much preparation that you guys have done.
I've got a
Uh,
spreadsheet.
I was banking on that.
Yeah.
But for me, the sort of the highlights from this year. Um, it's been a great year, hasn't it? When you look back at what's actually happened and who's
Mm.
done what. I think like going back to January, and I know obviously this everyone's like, oh, here we go, spine race again. But I've got to mention like Lucy for this year, Lucy Gossage. So
yeah,
straight away, like her performance at the spine. So she was first woman, fourth overall. That's cool in itself as well, isn't it?
Mm.
In 87 hours, 41 minutes, in such brutal conditions. Then she went on to then go and do the Southwest Coast Path
yeah,
FKT, self supported, which is even harder than doing it supported. And she set that record, didn't she? 11 days, nine
Hmm.
hours, 6 minutes, which was quite a big improvement on the last self-supported time for that, which was like 17 days or something like that. Self-supported, so she smashed that. And then, on top of that, she also won the South Downs Way 100 as well, didn't she? And set a new course record. So yeah,
very strong.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a strong year, and for me, she'd be like contender for Ultra Runner of the Year. But also sort of going back to January as well. I was so pleased for Kim Collison to actually finally put it together and
Yeah,
win the spine. After
yeah, definitely.
seeing him come back, for like the third or fourth time, can't remember how many times it was,
Mm.
and it actually work out for him. Um,
Mm.
that was amazing.
I think it's been nice to watch more unsupported records happening as well. I think, yeah, it's nice to see that trend sort of slightly on the up, and people, I think the challenge is so much greater when you are completely self-reliant and have no support at all.
mm,
I think, I wonder if it's just been a bit of pushback with all the Bob Grahams and people seeing the amount of people that have to support,
mm,
a strong round, and people at road crossings and people, you know, setting the pace, people carrying stuff. And it's sort of, yeah, it's almost like, well, of course you can break a record because
mm,
everything is all the hard stuff is being done around you, and you've literally just got to carry yourself.
mm. It's interesting, that, isn't it? Because it was always, when there was the whole backwards and forwards between, I know this is going back a few years, like the backwards and forwards between Damo and John Kelly on the Pennine Way.
Mm.
Um, Obviously they were all like mega supporters, weren't there? There was people everywhere, sort of like,
Yeah, but how many days is that? I mean, that's different to a 24-hour thing, I
yeah,
think.
no, I'm just thinking like
But
if something, what I mean, I don't know, I haven't looked at the records, like who's actually done a self-supported Pennine Way record, like literally just carried everything that they needed and
yeah,
done that. That
Probably
can you
kind of
someone like Matt
carry?
Neal, isn't it?
is it.
Yeah,
Probably. Hang on, I'll look it up while
Probably,
you.
yeah.
I'll look
Yeah,
it up
probably
now.
his manual.
Yeah, Google it. Google
Um,
it.
there
Google it.
was a chap called
That's fine.
Christopher Gaskin who did the Wainwrights solo and unsupported.
Self-supported.
Although there was, yes, self-supported, because I think there's a there's a criteria, isn't there,
Yes.
where that changes when you can actually leave stuff
Mm,
hidden in places for yourself to pick up,
yeah.
rather than literally having to carry everything.
You can self-supported is can you still send stuff ahead for yourself? Can you
I
do that?
think
Is that
so.
still classed
Yeah,
as self-supported?
I think you can leave bundles
So
ahead.
if you're staying somewhere, yeah, if you're staying somewhere en route,
Mm.
you can post stuff ahead, and
But
that's still classed.
unsupported is carrying everything.
Carrying, that's it. Unsupported is
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely carrying everything you got. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Unsupported, self-supported,
So
supported.
So on fastest known time, that actually isn't anything for the Pennine Way for either unsupported or self-supported. There's someone in the comments who claims that someone called Robin Prince has done it in 4 days, 8 hours
That's
and 39 minutes.
yeah, but he's Robin. He's also he's proper old school guy. Did it in the set. Was it in the 80s? I think it was. Might have been the
Yeah,
80s or
18,
90s.
yeah, 80,
That,
89 it says here, yeah.
so I think he's getting on. He's in his 70s now, and I think he's the only other person that's ever um got claimed to have done the double Pennine
Right.
Way as well,
Okay.
like
oh
officially
wow,
done the
okay.
double.
Okay, guys, come on. This is hand left here. It's open for anyone. Even
It's
I
Yeah,
could
open.
it
go out
really
and do
is.
it in a couple of weeks.
Let's
Yeah.
go do it. Let's go do
There's
it.
no names. There's no names.
Well, I was thinking, I
Interesting.
wonder whether Dan Lawson will, because Dan Lawson hinted at the fact that he was going to go for another big FKT in 2026. So after his last one, where he obviously did the Southwest Coast path,
Mm.
he hinted at the fact that he would do another big FKT this next summer, and like sort of, and I don't know where I heard it or saw it, but he sort of dropped in the Pennine Way on there. So maybe he'll, but then will he do it supported, fully supported? I don't know. It's
He won't do the Pennine Way, will he? That's like his least favorite FKT to go for, surely. I'd be very surprised, unless James Elson's managed to like win him round or something.
yeah,
I
maybe.
Yeah, I'd be very
Yeah.
surprised. But I think like yeah, let's look at FKT round of the
Mm.
year just because it is
Yeah.
so good this year, and there's just so many different performances to
Mm.
take into account.
I would like to make a special mention for Damo's round. I mean, I know he didn't finish it, but I do think again that's very laudable that he even thought to attempt
Ambitious.
it.
Mm.
Yeah. And he only failed because of the,
Weather,
the
The
lovely
British
weather.
weather.
But again, going back to the concept of that unsupported, that
Mm.
solo challenge,
It was a
which
very unique idea.
yeah,
Public transport, all public transport. Wasn't it? You guys interviewed him, didn't you? Was after
Mm.
that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I interviewed him last week about the spine, but we talked about that as well because I thought I
yeah,
needed to ask him about it.
yeah.
It's a shame in tip. So I think he's going to go back in 26
Mm.
and put that right as far
I
as I
think
He'll
know.
do it.
that would be a
He'll
good
do it.
one.
Yeah, I think he'll
Um,
do it as well.
I mean, to be honest, I just can't imagine. And I've had similar thoughts when I've done leading work with the national Three Peaks. The people who do these challenges, they can rest in between the actual climbing the mountain bit. Was he couldn't do that.
Mm,
He's sleeping on a bench on a bus stop waiting
mm,
for some, the next bus at 3 a.m. or something, in cold clothes, or he's carrying around this enormous duffel bag where he's got everything possible. That, to me, it's a bit like spine, isn't it? It's that whole personal admin that's so
mm.
key and so difficult to get right.
Yeah, that is very, very true. So there was the double bob this year, wasn't there?
Mm.
So Caspian, James.
Yeah.
You said there was a bit
Caspian.
of controversy with that, didn't you, Robin? Like I missed all of that, the controversy
Yeah.
over whether it was actually
Yeah.
counts or not.
I heard it on Run Censored with Gary House and Ben Mounsey, and they were talking. Well, for it to technically be a Bob Graham, you have to do it in under 24 hours. To
Mm,
be a double Bob Graham, both
They both got to
Bobs
be.
have to be under 24 hours. So, I mean, he did the first one ridiculously quick. I think it was like 19 hours. And then the second one was slightly over 24 hours. So I think that's why it went a little bit quiet around the achievement and its sort of credibility, perhaps unfairly, but I mean, it depends how strict you want to be with these things. Like, because he clearly has the potential to do it if he pulled back a tiny bit more on the first one. I mean, I
Did
think
he
he,
did he did he
yeah.
talk to anybody about it afterwards? Was there any like interviews and podcasts or anything with him actually about it? Because I asked him to do a podcast and he said yeah, like straight away as soon as he'd done it.
Mm,
And then he was like, I can't do it now. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's so. And then when you said what you said, I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense now that he didn't want to talk
Yeah, I
about it,
wonder if.
possibly.
I think, yeah, maybe he was a bit disheartened by that coming out. And whether you agree with it or not is anyone's individual opinion. I think it's a bit tricky, that one, isn't it? Because the
Yeah.
whole round is well under 48 hours. It's like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
It's funny. That's a funny one, isn't it? Because
But
it's
there
not
is
really.
an official Bob Graham club, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
I
they
mean,
recognize? Do
surely it
they
has to be
obviously recognize
ratified
doubles? Do they
or not.
recognize doubles?
I think they do recognize doubles, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Who's got the current? Who had it currently or
Oh,
previously? Or
The
um,
double.
too tricky a question to ask now
I
live.
mean, Nikki Spinks has got the female one, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure who's got the male one.
Quick
She might
Google.
have both. She might have both.
What, the male and the female?
Probably. I mean, not that many people have done a double bob. Roger Baumeister, but having said that, Nikki's time is faster. So technically,
Yeah.
it's Nikki for both.
So
Technically,
she does, yes.
it's all
Okay.
hers. It's all
Go,
hers.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay.
that is cool.
Well,
Yeah.
well, so we've got the recent winter Bob,
Yes. Yeah. Arthur Hill.
Arthur
No
Hill,
relation.
which that's I mean that's incredible his time. I mean I don't know what the conditions were. How was
It
it?
was
How
apparently they were
snowy?
really, really
Not
bad. It
good.
was like terrible weather. Yeah. People were
Okay,
telling him to call it off, and
and he
he
continued,
like
but
kind of
it's
did.
still one of the fastest times even for a summer one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
think he'll from when I spoke to him, it sounds like he'll end up going back, probably in the summer and going. Although he's very he's a really nice guy and he's very respectful of appreciating previous records. So
Mhm.
Jack
Jack.
would
He was
take a
saying that
lot to
Jack's is
beat. Yeah,
yeah, because you if you're taking that, you're also taking Gillian's time as well, aren't you?
Mm.
So
yeah.
there's some big shoes to fill there, but he seems like super quick and he's got the support, hasn't he? So all the big guns turned out for him to help him, didn't they? So
And he's what, 24 years old.
yeah, 24.
Yeah, bastard.
So yeah, I wouldn't count it out.
Got a few years
Yeah.
of running left in him.
Yeah.
Are we seeing a downward trend in age, do you think, with these
Well, oh,
things
you
now?
mean like
Because they're
younger and
getting
younger
younger and
people?
younger. Yeah.
I think it was always going to be like that, wasn't it? There's like people sort of cottoning onto the sport a bit younger, and I think
Mm.
the days like when I first started ultra running, it was still like the Dean Karnazes glory days of and then the people that were like the young guns that were coming through were like the Jim Walmsleys and them being talked about as being like the new kids on the block and going fast and stuff. And then
Yeah.
it's the next generation again now, isn't it, of young 20 somethings that
Gen
probably should
Gen,
be doing other
Gen
sports
Z,
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
according to Strava, and I have to say it was, I went to the Strava summit meeting. It is all about Gen Z. They are it. So
Damn it.
So us boomers.
Us
what?
boomers. I'm a
Boomers.
millennial.
Boomers.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get called a boomer
what am I?
by the kids, but
I always get
technically
confused.
I'm generation X.
Your ex.
Me and Fred Durst.
What's that? What's the range for that?
I don't know. I just scrape in somewhere with it. Just I think I'm not a boomer, that's for sure.
What's a
Right.
I'm gonna have to
Other
Google that.
FKTs to consider are
Thanks, Robin, for bringing it back.
Yeah.
so we've got both Lucy and Dan Lawson on the Southwest Coast Path.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loved that path this year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy beating Sarah Perry's 13 days, and then Dan beating Dave Phillips
Yeah, and
um,
Dave Phillips is a he's a
10 days, which
strong
was
runner. He is Dave Phillips.
mm,
He's not very well known socially on like social media because he
no,
doesn't have any social media, so he's not got the same sort of.
not
Mm.
bothered about that.
He's like not bothered, just running, happy to run.
Yeah. Then we've got Scott Brown, who did the double West Highland Way,
Wow,
um,
Ooh, okay.
which
I
is
missed
a
that.
little
I
under
missed
the
that.
radar.
Yeah, I missed
Yes.
that.
Sana Duthie, who did the Pembrokeshire Coast Path
Yeah,
in about
that.
2 days, 48 hours, I think it was. What else have we got? Yeah, we had Arthur Hill as well. I think that's pretty much it, rounds and
Mm,
FKTs wise. But those are some biggies.
Yeah, yeah.
mm.
Interesting.
Oh, just that's a special mention to oh that I suppose that might be sort of like performance of the year. If we're moving on to performance of the year,
Mm.
because that can be anything, can't it?
Mm,
Race or
Uh,
otherwise. Is that what we're saying? Performance of the year can be anything,
how do you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
race,
Race or
FKT or
FKT.
project or. I
yeah,
just thought I wanted to mention Sam King with his 79 ultras in 79 days, which is great, and he got a bit of criticism from people sort of saying, well, Candy Spurt has done way more, hasn't she? Like 50Ks consecutive. I can't remember what she did in the end.
I can't remember what she did
Yeah.
in the end.
But he has got like a British record and like and a male record, and he was doing it for a good cause. So he
Mm.
It was, yeah,
raised a lot of money. So I think he sort of deserves a special mention for doing that.
Mm.
yeah. That's a good shout. Yeah, yeah. That was very heartwarming stuff for sure.
Um,
Um,
but it's got to be. I mean, we've got to discuss Sarah Perry. And how do we weigh up the hill versus the backyard ultra in terms of performance?
I mean, if you look at the caliber of athletes at backyard, that outshines the hill.
Mm.
I think, and
Yeah.
it was interesting hearing her talk to Ali about it, about how she sort of self-sabotaged her own back in the way that she was resting over a chair with her feet over another chair. So, I mean, even in that sort of situation, she probably would have been doing over 100 laps. She probably will do in the next year or two
Yeah,
anyway.
next time she does it.
Yeah. I find it very difficult to see past Sarah Perry for this.
Yeah.
I don't see how it's just like Jasmine last year.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a
It's a
foregone
clear.
conclusion.
It's a
Yeah.
yeah. She's just a clear winner in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the hill also. I mean, I know you mentioned the sort of other competitors at the backyard ultra, but the hill, it really is down to just you in a way. The fact that no
Mm.
one else did it is almost irrelevant. She did.
Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
And it's yeah. I mean, that's
There's some
just
mental races, aren't there? Those Cockbane
yeah.
races, aren't there?
yeah.
He's a law unto himself, that man.
He is like the lads into of
Yeah.
over here.
Proper
Well, we've
unique
got
events.
he very graciously denies my request for a podcast, but we do have Richard Veremayak coming up on next month, so we've got a sort of sideline because he's obviously the co-director on
Mm,
stuff like that, so we might get a little
that'll be
insight on
interesting.
something like
Yeah,
that.
Mm.
that'll be good.
But
I think
yeah,
yeah. Other like big performances. Mark Derbishire's South Downs Way 100 was pretty cool.
yeah,
Smashing the course record, and the footage of him like breathing really hard, like pushing to the absolute limit for the last few
Mm,
miles was really cool. I really enjoyed that. It's nice that we're getting some proper on course stuff here as
mm.
well. Uh,
yes,
Long may it continue.
I know that's the thing that frustrates me about some races that they're like sort of resisting like the whole live streaming thing. I just think it's
Mm.
just like in the US, just they just go for it, don't they? They live stream
mm,
everything. Why not? If you build
If
it, they will come.
Laz is doing it, surely everyone should be on
Yeah,
board.
on something like that. And I think the Cocodona kind of proved that you can you can live. It doesn't matter how long the race is, you can
yes,
live stream it,
yeah,
and people will always watch it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
absolutely.
it's so durable. And it is exciting. It's hard to describe. I mean, like Baz, it's like, what do you mean you're watching people running?
Mm.
But it is exciting when, well, it's like racing. I mean, you're watching people racing. You are, and it's plus you've got the scenery. And then when you've got the people sort of running behind and the people on the mountain bikes, I really enjoyed um, the live stream from the World Mountain and Trail Running Championships. That was
Mm.
awesome.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, Naomi Lang did super awesome there, I think, didn't she?
Mm,
Also, we cannot look past Tom Evans absolutely smashing UTMB.
Yeah, I think that
absolutely.
is an
Yeah.
outstanding performance. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that'll appear up in there as well.
He
Yeah.
he he like focuses really well on races until he decides what race he's gonna that he wants to
Mm,
concentrate on, and he goes and does it.
mm.
It's like similar to how Jim Walmsley does with races. Like
He moved out there,
he
didn't
moved
he?
there, didn't he, and set
Yeah.
himself up and
Yeah.
lived like a local. And obviously, I don't think Tom Evans did that, but I think he just solely focused on UTMB, didn't he, and his training gearing that towards it. Yeah, definitely.
Lots of
Yeah.
hiking with a weighted vest.
Yes, yeah,
Who
it's
knew?
the way.
Mm.
Apparently, the way to
Um,
do it. What's next then? Best up and coming runner of the year. So like rookie of the year, as the Americans call it, up and comer.
Hmm. Hugh Tibbs.
who?
Hugh Tibbs.
Yes.
Who,
I thought,
um,
I thought you said a few
new
tips. I've got a few tips for you.
Hugh Tibbs, yeah, the
Few
sub
tips.
13-hour 100 mile
Yes.
from
Oof.
on its own is
Yeah.
Yes.
it
Did,
certainly gets your attention.
did you hear I interviewed him? Did you hear that interview?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so he's come from like a road running background, hasn't he, and sort of transferred his
Mm,
marathon
Mm.
training into that. Yeah, so I think it's be interesting to see how he does on sort of more mountainous or hilly races and stuff. But he's still got that record, hasn't he? You can't argue with that, can you? That he's literally the fastest 100 mile
That's
yeah,
amazing.
record.
yeah.
Well, I suppose on the same basis, I mean, I don't think you could call her a rookie, but Sarah Webster, um, she has entered South Downs Way 100 next year, and being the 24-hour track record, British track record holder, um, I reckon that might be in danger. Um, so, I mean, traditionally not a rookie because I mean, she's still an amateur, but she's come from the
Yeah,
track. But she's new. She did her first trail race, 50K trail race, just after we interviewed her actually in October, I think,
Mhm.
September, October.
mm,
So if that counts
So
as a rookie, my money's on her next year.
new to
yeah.
trail, yeah, I like that outside pick. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think there's that category kind of got some negative attention, and maybe genuinely for the right reasons. But it's really hard to kind of frame that category, isn't it? Because you don't want
yes.
it's got to be somebody they don't have to be new to the sport, but they can just be like up and coming as they're starting to give
I
great
think
results, sort
I
of
think
thing.
they've got to be new on the podium.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair
Mm.
um, standardization, if that's the right
yeah,
word. Um, we might have heard of them, we might have run with them, but yeah, they're up and coming because actually they're starting to get results that are
yeah,
making people go, "Oh, hello."
yeah,
Oh, FKT, I forgot to mention Elsie Davis with that 400-mile
yeah,
Cornwall
yeah. The
Oh
border run
yes,
as well,
yes,
Cornwall run,
yes.
yeah.
which was a super cool
Oh,
idea. And
just show,
hopefully we see more original sort of ideas like
yeah.
that.
That just shows how strong the year has been for FKTs, doesn't it? When you're
Yeah.
forgetting like
Mm,
big ones like that.
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sort of looking at some of the names I've got down here, like Poppy Collingwood is running pretty strong at the moment. New name,
Yes.
Natalie Utting, just won Winter Downs 100. Also starting to appear quite a lot near the top.
Mm,
I mean, I've got Rebecca Horman here, but I'm very biased towards Rebecca. But
Yeah, that's
she,
allowed.
yeah, I mean, but if you look at her list of wins
Yeah.
last year, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, she would like won
Yeah.
every race that she entered, didn't she?
Yeah, and she'll absolutely hate that I've said her name. And who you mentioned right earlier on, Chris Jones,
Yeah,
Mm.
who well has been about the last couple of years and is absolutely rapid.
lightning fast. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
saying weren't we before we started recording. He's just literally over the weekend took 3 minutes off Hugh Chatfield's record at Tour de Helvellyn, which like that no one had touched that record like 5 hours,
Mhm.
whatever it
Oh,
was, and
that's just
change.
incredible time. It really is.
It's just yeah, your mind kind of boggles at that kind of speed, but he has that speed, doesn't he? And he seems like he's here, he's here to stay, and he's going to put
Mm.
some big races down. Looking forward to see how he does.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy who lives literally down the road from me called Andy Hayes. Him and Chris, and Andy's got a 2:13 marathon time,
Whoa.
and they both did a arc 25. And when I saw that Andy didn't win and Chris won, I was like, "Excuse me, Andy doesn't lose races." And he speaks very highly of Chris, so I mean that speaks for itself to me personally.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mm.
fast. He is super
Yeah,
fast.
very fast. I mean, we've got lifetime contribution to the sport, which is very difficult with
Mm,
to not offend somebody
I
by
know.
giving them the
Yeah.
award.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
not.
mean, I think you can throw that category quite wide.
Mm,
Um, it doesn't
Yeah,
have
because
to
it doesn't
be
have
a
to be
runner.
somebody who's like older in years. It can be just somebody who's been in the sport for forever, sort of thing, without being
Yeah.
classed as being old.
yeah.
But also yeah, but also it could be a race director, it could be
Hmm.
a photographer, it could
Yes.
be
Yeah. Exactly.
just
Yeah.
someone that's
Mm.
been on the scene for a really long time. Um, and actually, I mean, I think I would personally would put forward someone like Joe Falconer for, with now four.
Mm.
He's been around. I think he won't mind me saying he's been around for a while. He's got three and a half, four and a half dragons to his name.
Mm.
Wow.
Plus, being a sort of safety expert and offering safety on lots of races as well as putting on his own races that are like Tour de Helvellyn have been
Mm.
classics for many years. So you could have someone like that was someone that pops to my mind as well as a great runner like Nikki from last year.
Mm.
Mm. I think it
That's
really
a good
gives
point.
people a chance to sort of spread their wings with their suggestions, doesn't it,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, I think so. I mean, who would you guys put forward?
So I'm going to say James Thurlow from Open
Yeah,
Tracking.
yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely, 100%.
he is like he puts on posts every now and then, doesn't he, where he sort of
Mm,
talks about the old days of how he's sort of been around the sport
yeah,
as an event organizer originally, and then started up doing tracking because nobody else was doing it.
yeah,
And then the business has just like gone from strength to strength, and he's been around the sport so long.
yes. He's so interesting. Yeah, even his posts recently on putting on lakes in a day
Yeah.
in the early days, they're just fascinating, I
Yeah,
think.
he's almost like a bit of a history because when I see him, obviously see him regularly at all, he's always he seems to be at every race you go to, seems to be there,
Yes, yeah,
fully committed to the sport.
mm,
Like when I got to Askham Hall for registration for Tour de Helvellyn, I'd set up and everything, and I'd been to the pub and seen you, and we'd had a drink,
mm,
you and Bass, and then I'd gone back and sorted my stuff out, and sure enough, there he was, like with his van with the boot up, with his sleeping stuff there,
yeah,
um, like chatting to people and showing them, like getting his Starlink out and showing people the trackers and stuff. And I just think he's like the amount of time and dedication that he
yeah.
brings to the sport. I think that's. I don't know, maybe he would be offended that he that we classed him as
No,
having a
not at
lifetime
all.
contribution, but I think it's deserved, and I think I don't think they get as much credit as they should do. I think open tracking
I
because they've been
agree.
involved
Yeah.
in so many amazing
Mm,
things in the sport over the years, haven't
mm.
they?
Well, and also the whole dot watching phenomenon,
Yeah,
it has,
yeah,
I mean,
they
it
started it.
started with open tracking. You know, it's his sort of, um, you know, he started that, and I don't know if it was through the that mail where you could start messaging people, and I don't know if it was through that or what, but
Mm.
it's definitely, you know, that there are other trackers out there. Um,
Other trackers
she
are
says
available.
quickly. Other trackers are available. Um, but definitely James is at the forefront. I 100% agree there.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. So if you
Yeah,
listen to people, vote.
Mm.
I think vote for James.
I don't
Anyone
have a
else?
recommendation for this. I don't. I'm going to abstain from this because I've not been in sport long enough to make an informed
It's
decision.
because you're a young whippersnapper.
I just don't know. I don't have the I don't
Mm.
have the knowledge to pick someone in this. So
Fair enough.
I'll wait to see what everyone else says.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Another controversial one, iconic image slash photographer of the year.
Have we got a non-controversial topic yet?
Okay, let's just blanket say that they're all controversial.
Yeah,
Um,
the
Just get rid of it.
controversial trail
It's
and
fine. It's
ultra running
fine.
awards.
Um, anyone got any suggestions on
um,
on photographer of the year?
I mean, I mean, there's, it's hard because to me, you know, almost every professional photograph I see, I think, wow, you know, what a great picture. Whether it's,
Mm,
you know, a photograph of someone running on a skyline in the Alps, or you know, some really clever nighttime with the lights sort of whizzing
Mhm.
around.
mm. So
Um,
when I think of, sorry to interrupt you, when I think of
no,
like an iconic image in photography in our sport, I immediately think of like David Miller's photo of like
mm,
Jasmine Paris. That
yeah,
just kind of sums
yes,
up
yeah.
what an iconic
Um,
image in the sport is. But how many of them, are there in the out there sort of thing, those kind of images that stay with you?
Mm,
and to be fair, again, this is sort of touching back on the controversial side of things. Um, that was an iconic image, but many images are iconic simply because they hit the media the most as well.
Mm,
I mean, there'll be lots of amazing pictures.
yeah.
mhm.
I loved his picture, and it wasn't even of Sarah, but on the hill, there's a
Yes.
picture of a runner, and there's the red beacon at the top, and it's
Yes.
so atmospheric. But it's,
Mm.
I mean, it's not of anyone in particular, but it's just a lovely picture. Um,
I
um,
think I think the goal with this category is to just highlight all the most memorable bits of photography
yeah,
from the year, and
yeah,
hopefully we can at
Mm.
least have a little collage or whatever you
Mm.
call it for people
yeah,
Yeah.
to flick through of like here's some of the best things that we've been able to isolate that have
yeah.
happened this
Yeah.
year.
Jamie
And yeah,
Rutherford's at Tour de Géant,
yeah,
lovely,
exactly.
great pictures.
Yeah.
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 I've really enjoyed those. Um,
Like
James
Tom.
Kirby and Andy Milton from the Lap, they're great.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Great shots. Tom from the spine with his photos of
Tom
people
Hoyle.
in the
Of Mel,
church,
yeah, Mel in
Mel
the
in the
church, yeah.
church.
Yes, that was a great picture. Yeah,
I've got a
Yeah,
yeah,
print. I've got a print of that. Kindly gave me a print of that.
yeah.
Told him
yeah.
I made him sign it for when he's famous.
I've had
God bless him.
Chloro Cam
Yes,
mentioned to me as
Chloro.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
Tanya
yeah,
Yeah, um,
Tanya Rab.
Tanya Rab is one of my favorites. I love the colors that she uses. That
yeah. She does give some good colours.
really, really, I don't know
Inspiration.
what, I don't know. I mean,
Mm.
I know nothing about photography, but
Some
whatever she
presets.
does,
She's got some
it's
presets there.
Hmm.
uh,
She'll tell me off doing
um,
that.
yeah, I love her photos, and there aren't, actually, there aren't that many women photographers either, are there? So come on, ladies.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, so Chloro and Tanya deserve a special shout out for being not pioneers in that respect, but for for getting their stuff out there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so I suppose we just hope that we can get as many people into the spotlight for that one as possible.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, yeah.
um,
So
I mean, I don't know if it helps, but I've been compiling a list of photographers that I was going to put up on the website. So it might just help people jog people's memories. I don't know if that
That is
helps
a
or
good
not.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We can put that out maybe somewhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's by no means a comprehensive list at all. It's just one I've been just sort of adding to bit by bit.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
I mean, just pick your favorite race photographer. You know, someone took an epic picture of you on a race.
Let's see it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I wonder what the photo of me by John Bamber will look like because I'm when the dressed in his Santa outfit
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that hill at
yeah.
Tour de Helvellyn. All the photos he must have of me with my
I think.
phone pointed at him because I was videoing him. So that'll be a rubbish photo.
Funny, funny.
There was supposed to be a photo of me brushing my teeth as I went round the track, but it never materialized, so it can't have been very
Oh
good.
no!
Oh, what a shame.
But never
Oh, that would
mind.
have been quite an amusing one.
It would, wouldn't it? It can't have been very good.
Maybe you were dribbling toothpaste.
Maybe.
Excellent. What's
Okay,
next?
what's up next? Grassroots.
Best
Race
grassroots
company.
race company.
Mm.
Again, I think this is very similar, like just sort of we need almost a list to put to people to then
Yes.
Yeah.
like jog memories, etc.
Yeah.
Because unless you've done it, you're not. The whole point is you've probably not heard of it because it's a grassroots company.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll always shout out Ranger Ultras. So
Yeah.
Stu Westfield's race company in the Peak District and other places. They've just put on like I don't want to say no frills, but it's kind of the low cost races
Mm.
as far as like entry fees and stuff. But you get a lot for you get a lot for your money, and I know there's a big community of volunteers. I mean, you volunteered yourself, haven't you? So
Mm. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
No, they're great racists and
And
Stuart's a great
he has
organizer.
no sort of, although they sort of add races, they're not. He's not pushing
Mm.
to sort of push maximum amount of numbers. It's still it feels like a very much like a family
Yeah.
run business kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
And you
as
could
opposed to
probably
other.
I'm sorry, you could probably put challenge running in that category actually,
Yeah,
because he doesn't, I mean, obviously half of his races are ridiculous lengths anyway, but I mean, he doesn't go out and mark the courses. I mean, they're just to turn up and off you trot and sort
mm.
yourself out, and you might get a checkpoint in 20 miles. So I mean, is that grassroots? I don't know. I mean, it's again, is it down to cost? Is it down to how much support there is, whether it's marked or
Well,
not?
grassroots to me is like supporting like a local community of runners. To me,
Mm,
that's what a grassroots race company would be to me. So somebody in like an area providing races for people locally,
yeah,
not a big race company that's, for example, no, not throwing any shade on UTMB, but UTMB taking over another race and in the UK and people from all over the world go into it. That's obviously not a
yeah,
grassroots race
yeah.
company, is it?
Well, what about Robin's race then?
Yeah. Get your plug in there, plug it.
It is the
Well,
trail and ultra, so it doesn't have to be.
Castle Fell race, we have
Yeah,
hand painted wooden medals by the primary school kids themselves. You won't find
Amazing.
that anywhere
well,
else in
this is
the
it.
UK.
This is what I love about your race is that it's all for the school and they get so involved in it as well. That's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, they are super cute, those medals. They like
Mm.
they have them all ready at the finish line, the kids and
Oh,
they've got like no, this is the first place one. It's usually got rainbows and all sorts
Mm.
over it. And a guy holding a little trophy. Oh, they're amazing. Everyone
Yeah.
absolutely wells up at those medals at the end.
Well, that's just it. And again, there's going to be dozens and dozens of lovely local fell
yeah.
races like that that
Mm.
support the
Th-
local
That's
community.
it. So it's up to people to volunteer,
Yeah,
to put their names forward into their local race company. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I suppose to jog memories, like we had it named last year. We had well, obviously Rasselbach won, and then we had Big Bear, and then Ranger Ultras, Bisviken, I think you pronounce it, from Cornwall.
Oh yeah.
Punk Panther, Purple
Mm.
Panther,
Gecko,
yeah.
and
Oh,
Hardmoors.
great owl.
Hardmoors, yeah.
Actually, great owl. He's another North Yorkshire Leeds way chap called Adam Nodwell. He runs those, and there's again just he's got a load
Mm.
of local races, cheapest chips. Turn up, off you go. Drinks and food at the end. Just yeah.
Someone mentioned Charm Bracelet as well. We've got a whole bunch of races. Um,
I'm assuming that's on the Yorkshire coast.
I couldn't tell
Based
you,
at
but
Whitby.
they've got a lot. I was hoping one of you guys would know.
No, I don't
Well,
know that.
Right.
that isn't the charm bracelet that thing. I mean, I passed it a million times on the Cleveland Way. Um, it's
Yeah.
a sculpture
Yes, it
just
is. Yeah.
outside Whitby. Is it
Yeah.
Whitby? Yeah.
It starts in the beautiful village of Dufton, and you follow the Pennine Way
Oh,
apparently
Dufton.
on the
No,
charm
that's the other
bracelet
side.
100. On the charm bracelet
Mm.
100 anyway. Oh,
Oh, right.
I don't know where the actual charm bracelet thing is. It's at the top of their website. Anyway, if anyone knows more about charm bracelet race company, please let us know.
I bet that's a tough race then, isn't it? If you start at Dufton
Ah.
on the
Oh,
Pennine
yeah.
Way.
You're going straight up Hike Up Nick from there, aren't you?
Dufton to Skinning Grove, wherever that is.
Where they skin the cats.
Entries are open now.
There you go, it's an advert for him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
yeah, it does
best
go
trail
out
running.
towards the Cleveland Way sort of area.
Oh, the
Anyway,
Cleveland
yeah.
Way.
Yeah.
Well, you've really thrown me now. I can't start at Dufton and then go up the Cleveland Way. It's
Well,
completely, unless there's another Dufton.
Could be
it
another Dufton then. No, if it's Pennine Way, then it has to be that Dufton, doesn't it? So
Yeah, but now he's saying the Cleveland Way. That's North Yorkshire Moors.
that's where it finishes.
So I
Unless there's
suppose
more
it
than
could
one
be
Skinning
100
Grove.
miles. I mean, I
yeah,
suppose,
across
yeah. I mean, 100
Points of
miles
point. Yeah.
could be, yeah.
let's use
We
some
digress. We digress.
map
Okay.
logic.
Okay, we all need to rush off and Google this race afterwards.
Right. Best trail running podcast.
Other than
Other than
Run
home
Ultra
trails and
us
Run
two,
Ultra.
yeah. All right, I've got a few here. You want me to just rattle them off?
There's some good stuff in that. I really like Run Censored
Yeah, that's
with
top of my list.
with Gary and Ben. I think
Yes.
that's
No, that is.
I was dubious when they first started it about what what it was, whether it was like Gary sort of cashing in on his popularity. But it works really well, so can
It
appreciate
is him cashing in on his popularity, and it's worked.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No,
But yeah,
it's so
the two
good.
of them
Yeah,
together, I mean, they're just such lads, aren't they? And Ben's such a lovely chap.
he is. He is.
I don't know
Yeah.
Gary, but I know Ben, and yeah.
I've met Gary. I've not met Ben. But yeah,
Okay,
so I can vouch for Gary. He's a lovely guy.
What other podcasts?
What other
running
podcasts are there?
running won't save you. Ali Bailey,
Yeah.
Kirsty Reed, Holly Stables, and Damo on some seasons. Tea and Trails, the Brig Boys.
They won last year.
Yeah. Young Hearts Run Free.
Young
Very
Hearts
popular.
Run Free. Bad Boy running.
Bad Boy
Bad Boy
Running.
Running. Just trying to think of some more some UK ones. I listen to a lot of like US trail running podcasts, so that's
I
where I
love
get all my knowledge from.
I love David Roche.
Yeah,
There's
there's nothing off limits, is there, with their conversations? The
No,
David and
no.
Megan
But
talking
they're
about their
just
private lives.
they're just so, I feel so stilted and British next to them. They're just so enthusiastic.
Yes.
Their
Well, he is.
passion.
I think as Americans go, I think he's on the top end of the scale anyway, into like
Yeah.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, but my goodness, you can't help but come away from one of their podcasts thinking you can run the world.
And he does they genuinely like that. I used to listen to a podcast called The Science of Ultra. Do you remember that? So that was an American podcast, and it was like a professor who was an ultra runner, and he literally dived into all the studies and everything. And then he like suddenly announced that he was like ending the podcast, and he was retiring from podcasting. And I was like, well, where am I going to get all my like sciencey stuff from now, like about ultra running and stuff? And that's when I first started listening to
Yeah.
the Swap podcast. Yeah,
Mm.
David Roach and Megan Roach.
Yeah. Because he
Because
really
he
does
does,
drill
yeah,
in,
he
doesn't
does. Well,
he?
he views himself as a science experiment, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want another sciencey one, listen to the Real Science of Sport podcast.
I think, yeah, I don't know if I'm subscribed to that, but I have listened to some of them.
It's not UK though. I think he's South African. But super interesting, super
Mm,
interesting. They
mm.
really delve into it. Other ones I've got listed, Run Till You're Done, comes up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Run Feet First, he gets some good people on.
Yeah,
And the West Highland Way podcast is back open, used to be quite an iconic one apparently. So
Yes. Yes, I saw that actually. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sure there are many, many others. There's what is it?
Mm.
Trails, Tales and Fails. I see that one
yeah.
sometimes. I mean, but there's so many. So
There's a lot
Yeah,
now.
there
There is
are.
a lot now.
There are.
this one is very much a popularity contest, isn't it? Let's see if
Yeah,
the
I
big
think so.
boys can do it this year.
Could do it for a second year running.
Yeah. Well, no, Teen Trails won last year, but the big
Oh, they did.
boys
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah,
definitely had a strong voice.
they did. Yeah. Mm. They're great guys, actually. I saw one of them at 13 Valleys.
Hmm.
Had a quick chat to them. Yeah, they're good lads.
Yeah, they seem really nice. And then we're on to Best International Runner of the Year.
Yes.
And
Mm.
I know you like this one because you listen to a lot of American stuff, but with this being like a UK, like, do we really need this category?
Okay, could take it out. Don't bother me. Not bothered.
Yeah. I know you get to like display your prowess of American and international knowledge on this category, but
There
does
are
it
runners
belong?
in other countries as well. It's not just
Um,
America.
But this is for the UK, is it not?
it is. We are supposed to be. We are supposed to be catering for the UK, aren't we? Really?
Well, what about best international runner at a UK race?
Or vice versa? How about best performance by a British athlete in an international race?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it'll be
Yeah.
like Tom Evans again, won't it?
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Sarah Perry.
Or Natalie Taylor at Tour de Gion.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. We can have it. I just thought I'd voice my opinion.
yeah.
Sam is the boss here, so
No,
we'll
no.
leave
Uh,
it to him.
I'm just thinking whether we can get rid of it, whether people would miss it or not. Because I know, I suppose it's a lot of it is based on the fact that I listen to podcasts from all over the place and I follow ultra running as a whole, sort of everywhere.
Mm.
So not just like trail and ultra and fell running in this country. So my knowledge is less on the fell running side of things. So as much as I try and keep up to
Yes.
date with stuff with that, I'm more like trail
Yeah.
running, ultra running, international ultra
Yeah.
running.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's where I mean I have to back Sam up here, and I think that is the future of it. It is going to get more global. We have the Alps on our doorstep. I mean, I know we have to cross the channel, but it is still,
We're closer than most. Yeah.
it's still a drive
True.
away, that we could so easily go out and do so many more races there, actually.
So you're overruled, Robin. Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Two to
I said what I
one.
needed to say. Is that the time? Right. Oh, I better go.
But then, I mean,
Get along.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think we don't have the we don't have very many races of caliber that will attract foreign runners here, because we don't have many races that offer a prize purse.
Other than like UTMB races. So you've got international runners coming over for
We've got that
UTS,
for
haven't you?
them, yeah. And
And the art.
Centurion, with being part of the World Trail Majors, that's they
Maybe it'll
raise their
change as
game.
time goes on.
Yeah, I think 13 Valleys, I think is growing into
It did, yeah, because and a
that
lot of
sort
that
of
is like the sponsor, isn't it? So Ultra brought people in from
yeah,
Europe to
yeah.
do that race.
I think it's still, although although we were at the forefront of trail running with our fell racing background,
Mm.
I think the UK is actually further behind on the ultra running and trail running scene as it's growing commercially. Um,
I suppose it's like you could sort of compare it to like the colonies and the British and how
oh my
we
God,
like
we're
we
going to get
taught
so many complaints now.
we we taught all the colonies how to play cricket, didn't we? And then now we're the worst at it.
I've not
Yeah.
watched the Ashes.
I,
I had
um,
to mute my family WhatsApp group so that I couldn't hear about cricket, so I'm going to ignore that phrase.
I say, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. And but I don't think we're bad. It's not that our runners we're not bad at it. We're very, very good at it. But
Mm,
we're not we're not having great runners, so not sending them out to race abroad. But also on the flip side, we don't have very many races that are
mm.
bringing the Europeans over and the Americans
Yeah,
over in
I think
droves
I
either.
think that'll change though, like with
I think it
UTS
will.
and
Yeah,
everything, and people coming over for that, and then we're exporting
yeah,
people, aren't we? Like the bigger
yeah,
names like Tom Evans and
yeah.
like Sarah Perry, and then um,
Well,
Josh
and
Wade,
Keith Wigley, and yes,
yeah,
Just
Keith
yeah,
wait,
Wigley,
yeah.
Hugh
yeah,
Chatfield,
yeah.
Josh
It's
Wade, you know,
it's
third place at
at
UTMB,
UTMB. Yeah,
outstanding performance
Mm.
from him. He,
yeah.
see what he does in 2026.
Yeah, yeah, both him and Keith, I think it's great to see, yeah, a sort of solid British
Maybe we're just like
team.
we're very British, aren't we, with everything? Maybe we're just like, well, we enjoy our races, we do our races, we'll just keep our little.
Mm, mm.
We'll we invented trail running,
I think, well, yes, I
or
think I
did the Mexican tribes invent? Oh no,
oh,
it was the Greeks that invented the Greeks and the Romans that invented ultra running, wasn't
I think we may as well just go back to the dinosaurs at this point.
it? Yeah, trail running dinosaurs.
I think
Yeah.
we may
I
have
think
lost.
that's
We've
me and Kate. We're trail running dinosaurs.
we are, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Go on then. Let's move on then to the big
The
one then.
last
Well,
one.
Trail slash ultra runner of the year.
well,
Mm.
is there anyone you want to pick for international
Oh,
runner
for international
before?
runner. Yeah, sorry, we never even said, did we? Well, I was actually gonna say David Roach
Right,
for his
Mm.
okay.
record breaking runs.
Leadville.
Sophie
Leadville.
Grant. Sophie Grant for me. I mean, not that I've got a specific performance, but um, I think she does great things for women and is a great ambassador for the sport in general. And I'm really, really excited to see her at the Slide.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. So maybe she can be my best international run of the year 2026. I'm just forward planning.
Yeah.
It's always hard to ignore the winner of Western States, Caleb Olsen.
Yes, he had a storming year, didn't he? Yeah. Course
Um,
record was it course record at Transgran Canaria? Was it Transgran Canaria? Or
yeah,
was
he
it?
did. He definitely won two big high-profile races. Was it
Yeah.
Transgran Canaria? Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah.
Good pick. Good pick. Good pick.
But anyway, I don't care
There we
about
go.
that category anyway.
Yeah,
No.
we'll move on because Robin doesn't like that. The big one then,
Yes.
trail slash ultra runner. Well, I suppose it should be fell slash trail slash ultra runner of the year. Who's it going to be?
Sarah Perry.
Uh, yes, but I think you could argue Tom Evans winning UTMB. I mean, that's a really big one as well um, for Britain. I mean, and it's waving the British
Mm.
flag here. That I don't know if Trail Notch Run of the Year.
He
Is
should
that an
absolutely be
international
in.
or British?
He should be in the conversation. Absolutely. And
Yeah,
I'm sure if he was a little bit more popular, rightly or wrongly, then people would be shouting it a bit
yeah,
louder.
yeah. Oh,
It's
It's true.
yeah, it's true.
yeah,
I mean that performance at it's the biggest race in trail and ultra running,
yeah,
isn't it? You
I mean,
tend
it's like
Yeah,
winning.
as much as you
He
hate
won the
it.
Olympics,
Yeah,
yeah,
essentially, and you have, and you can't help but be proud that he's British and he did it. So,
and he did it. Yeah,
yeah,
um,
absolutely. Yeah,
but yes, I mean Sarah will always be also a champion and a very modest, low key,
yeah.
shy lady who's just done a phenomenal thing.
some crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah's done those. Like Lucy Gossage had two big things with the spine and the Southwest Coast Path,
Mm,
didn't she?
yeah.
Yeah, the
Um,
spine.
And
Yeah,
course record. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
So for me, I'd say if I was picking male and female, then it would be for me it would be Lucy, um, and then Tom Evans.
Mm.
Those two.
I think you're right. I think with Lucy, having that backstory really touches people's hearts.
mm.
On top of
Mm.
a phenomenal performance.
Getting a revenge on the Pennine Way.
Mm. Yeah, go Lucy.
But we're not we're not doing a male and female, are we? Or are we doing a
No,
male and female?
it's not like we're
No,
making this up as
We
we
didn't
go.
last year. We just went.
No, we just got to pick one. Well, that's down to our audience, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't have to decide.
Thankfully.
Sarah Perry.
Otherwise, we could be here bickering all night.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We'll let them decide. We'll let them decide.
Um,
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well,
Right.
we did it, everybody. We've got through all the categories.
Yeah. Well done.
woo.
Well done. We sorted it. We
Um,
sorted it. Excellent.
so what are the next steps?
So next steps is I'll get the form
The form ready
redone
to send
and
out. Yeah.
get a new link to send out, and then we'll just share it this week, and then we can decide when we're giving it people to finish voting and stuff. There's some suggestions on when to do
Yeah.
it too, because
Yeah.
I don't, we earlier or later than we were last year. I can't remember when we did it.
It's very
Mm.
similar, I think,
I think it
actually.
is
Similar
similar.
time.
I think I seem to
Yeah.
remember a rush job before Christmas last year.
Mm. We said voting closes the 5th of January last year.
Okay. And then you
Um,
picked it when I was skiing. And
yeah.
could you not pick it this year when I'm moving house? Because that's another big risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just not committed to the TURA awards, are you? Just
I just
rather be
need
skiing
more
or
than
moving house.
2 weeks' notice.
I know, well, that's how we roll. We're reactive. We react to the
Active.
sport. The sport's
Okay.
reactive.
Um,
Um, should we we'll give it 2 weeks and then sort of
Yeah,
see if are we allowed to see how many votes we've got and
yeah.
decide at that point
Well,
whether
we
we
had
want to boost
thousands,
it
didn't
one
we?
more week?
We had thousands
yeah.
last year, so
We did, yeah.
Um,
So we'll
yeah.
just
It
plaster it
depends when
everywhere
we can
again.
get it. We'll give it 2 weeks once we get the email out, she says.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Are we going to
Okay.
try and have like a goodie bag for people to be entered in automatically
Yeah. For the
to
this
boost
is
the
so
likelihood of entry?
And
I've
who? Yeah. Go
I've
on.
not primed anyone, but I know obviously we can do stuff. We can get people to just sort stuff out again last minute. So I know you've got like a garage full of Kyla's stuff.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I've got shoes right here, right next to me.
You think the winner can get a left shoe from
Yeah,
each style.
I might be able to persuade
But
them
what
to part
about
with a
your
pair of shoes.
amazing blocks, Sam?
My what?
Your amazing Tura.
Oh,
Block.
for the awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
That
gonna.
could be the trophy.
Yeah.
I'll have another look. I'll have another go at it this week. See what they're
Well, that
like.
was good. That was
All right,
good.
we'll talk about whether we
Anyway,
need to bribe people,
you
shall we,
might get
and
something and you
release it on
might
social
not,
media.
but
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
um,
we'll definitely bribe people because I think it works, doesn't it? So
it does.
the reality of it, it works. Right,
okay. This is
let's
so
wrap this up then.
professional.
To wrap this up, I've enjoyed it. It's been good. It's
Yeah.
good to have a chat and get our heads together, and can't do it like in person all the time. So
No,
it's
it's been great.
it's good to
Okay.
do it. So
Well,
appreciate.
happy Christmas,
Are
you
you having
two.
a holiday? Are you actually having a holiday?
I have put my out of office on. That is it. I am.
Nice.
I don't
Baz
finish
was like,
until
"Why are you working?"
I don't finish until till Wednesday lunchtime, I think.
Oh,
Something like that.
Same,
that's
same.
mean.
Bit harsh,
Really?
bit harsh, bit harsh. But then
Robin,
I'm
that's up
going
to you.
my
That's my
my
decision. Yeah.
traditional me and a mate of mine run to the Holly Bush at Makeney every Christmas Eve. We
Christmas
go there
Eve.
and
What for drinks after?
we run there from his house. It's only like 10 miles on like muddy trails, but we get there and
Oh,
it's nice
oh, nice.
nice fire and then queue for about 20 minutes to get to the bar. So it's fun.
Okay.
For a
Well,
warm pint of flat pedigree. It's great. But it's a
well,
tradition. It's a
enjoy
tradition. So.
that.
Yes.
Um,
Enjoy
yeah.
enjoy your holiday, guys, and
Yes, you
we'll
too.
we'll
You
talk
too.
soon.
Okay.
All
Take
right.
care.
Love you, leave
Bye.
you. See you. Thanks for listening, everyone. Cheers. Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.